2023 is set to be a massive year for SRAM in the road and gravel market, and we're not surprised. They've got some serious catching up to do. That's because Shimano launched the brand new 12-speed Dura-Ace and Ultegra Groupset, and perhaps even more importantly for me and you, finally brought their electronic shifting down to the 105 level. Here's what we want from SRAM this year, with thoughts from across the BikeRadar team covering road and gravel. Just before we do that though, a quick reminder to press subscribe for more cycling tech videos like this one, and if you feel like it, hit the thumbs up button. We're fully expecting to see a new red eTap Groupset in 2023, but what it will include isn't clear. We've heard no real rumours about this Groupset yet, which is really annoying because rumours are great fun. So let's start by looking at what we want to see from Red before we move on to some more general wishes later. I personally think it's time that the 10-tooth cog disappeared from the Red AXS road group sets. SRAM might claim that the efficiency losses are tiny, but I just think that in use, it feels a long way from the top level group set SRAM wants it to be. Shifting into it is sometimes tricky, and once in, the chain can be slow to leave. It's been hit and miss on nearly every SRAM equipped bike that I've tested, and I'd at least like the option of not using it. Add in the fact that you can't get the chainring sizes that the pros use, and SRAM's top level pro group set doesn't feel overly special anymore. Oh, alright, you can get the bigger rings, but you have to order them specially from a SRAM distributor and then pay £1,160 or $1,349. And that's just silly money. The 10-tooth cog might add something for the gravel market, and for the SRAM Rival group sets, which tend to be used by normal riders, it is good to have the easier gears, but for the road racers, just bring back the 11-tooth cog and bigger chainrings. SRAM could even then move back to the HG3 hub, removing the possibility of a cross-threaded lock ring, which we've seen plenty of, and it would allow us to more easily switch between wheels. Now, wouldn't that be nice? But that's my thoughts. Get in on the comments and let me know what you think. A quiet rolling change came in mid-2019, but it brought no improvement in braking power or pad clearance. And if your group set was one of the first off of the production line, your brakes likely date back to the original 2016 design. Shimano made some really key changes to their brakes, giving them oodles of modulation and the extra pad clearance that we'll get onto in a bit. We hope that SRAM brings its drop bar braking up to Shimano's level, but we'll touch more on how they might do that later. SRAM. Why are the Red AXS chainrings integrated with the power meter? So your big chainring wears out and now you've got to replace the inner ring as well as the power meter. That's just stupid. Okay, so there might be a 50% discount available, but it's not exactly environmentally friendly, SRAM. Stop harping on about efficiency of shifting and just go back to a modular system. It'll be easier and cheaper for us end users. Moving on to more general points now, something that we'd like to see for the Red and Force group sets is a redesign to the hood ergonomics. SRAM's hoods feel very blocky when compared to Shimano's or Campagnolo's, so a move to something a little more rounded would be appreciated. A smaller profile, as you get with Rival, would be nice too, but there is a limit to how small that they can go due to the need to pack in the additional ports. We've actually already seen spy shots of the new levers. They're a bit GRX, aren't they? Let me know what you think of them in the comments section. But I have to say that not everyone feels this way, and we'd expect that there will be a few of you too who agree with our tech editor Tom Marvin when he says that he wants nothing to change with the hood shape. I'm sure that this is going to be a contentious topic, so let us know where you stand in the comments below. While we're up at the front end, there are plenty of us here that would love SRAM to redesign the Blips. Okay, they're fine when mounted to the tops for climbing, and they work brilliantly on time trial extensions. There's a reason that SRAM-sponsored pros such as Jasper Stuyven were spotted using Shimano's Di2 Sprinter shifters. We just want SRAM to design a similarly small trigger shifter for use on the drops, as blips are just too bulky here. While SRAM is at it, make a wireless blip compatible with the RockShox Reverb Explore gravel dropper post. Please and thank you. We'd really like to see more distance between the pads and the rotor. That way, you're less likely to get annoying brake rub. But there is a catch. If you have a linear correlation between the lever travel and the pad movement, increasing the space between the pads means increasing lever travel. Shimano managed by using its servo wave tech. This is essentially a roller cam which makes piston movement non-linear, increasing the pad movement initially before regressing and allowing more lever travel once the pads have contacted the rotor. That gives you loads of modulation and feels great in the hand, so we'd hope that something similar comes to SRAM's next road and gravel group sets. A wish shared by a lot of us here was for smaller batteries on the road group sets. While it would be nice to have that aesthetic change, we realised that smaller batteries would probably mean shorter times between charges or less powerful shifting. One to hope for rather than expect, I think. To push the Red Explore group set to the next level, it'd be great to see the rear derailleur work with a 10 through to 52 tooth cassette, as the current mountain bike options are a little bit jarring on drop bar bikes. While we're making changes to this gravel group set, we'd add a set of SRAM's HS2 mountain bike rotors to provide quieter braking in wet weather. Are there any more changes that you'd make to this group set? Let us know in the comments. A feature that we think badly needs adding to SRAM's lower end brake calipers is bleeding edge. This is a specific type of bleed port that allows for quicker and easier brake bleeds thanks to an adapter which seals the system to minimize air contamination and fluid loss. We felt that it was an important omission from rival eTap AXS, so we're hoping to see it included on all group sets going forward. Speaking of those more affordable group sets, we'd like to see them given a little bit more jazz, a little razzmatazz if you will. Campagnolo gives you a fancy carbon crankset on its third tier chorus group set, and Shimano keeps the aesthetics similar from Dura-Ace down to Sora. So it would be nice if SRAM could make a bit of a push on the aesthetics. Of course, if you sit a bunch of bike testers around in an office and ply them with biscuits and tea, you'll get a very long chat about things like angle adjustment on levers for use on super flared bars. The issue is that the levers stick up from the drops, so it'd be nice to be able to move them down a bit, making them easier to reach. One from me now, and I'd really like to see SRAM integrate classified hub gear electronics into their shifters. Currently you have to use the small shifter that comes with the classified system. It's not ideal though, so having the shift function integrated into the SRAM shifters, as Shimano has done with its electronic group sets, would be better. And I'd rather not see SRAM buy the classified brand. I want to see them grow on their own, continue to offer integration with Shimano's Di2, and possibly even start to work with Campagnolo's EPS. Well, that is our wish list for SRAM's road and gravel products in 2023. Which ones do you think are most likely to happen, and what else would you like to see? Let us know in the comments. Before you go, remember to check out the like button and consider subscribing. We'll see you in the next one.